What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a new episode review of The Oval. Okay, The Oval, bitch. The Oval been off for like 15 years. Okay, and it finally then came back. Let me tell y'all something. When season 2 pop up, whenever we get out of this quarantine mess, this Rona go all away, and y'all get back to production and stuff like that, you know Tyler Perry. Truth be told, truth be freaking told, out and and I ain't even trying to be shady, but y'all know how Tyler Perry whipped this shit out, okay? Like, bitch, Tyler Perry do shit like in a couple of weeks, okay? So, give him a couple of weeks and we probably gonna have season 2. Give him a couple more weeks, we gonna have season 3, bitch. All right, let me just tell you this. Don't take no breaks like this no more. I don't care what BET says. Tyler, you gotta stake up in BET. Don't take no long ass break like this because, sir, what? You know what I'm saying? Sisters been going off. I ain't got shit else to watch on Wednesdays. Okay, we working on that. I was looking forward to this. Don't take no long ass break like this. I almost forgot who the fuck the characters was. Okay, don't do that. But anyway, I'm glad that it's back and it came back really good. A good episode. So let's just start off with who should we start off with? We should start off with Victoria. Victoria and Mama Dearest, okay? Victoria, her mama, and the kids, they up there at the lunch or whatever, and Mama talking like she's still on Dynasty or some shit like that. I said, come on, soap opera realness, okay? Listen, Mama gives me the creeps, okay? Mama gives me like, she really had them kids. If Victoria got out of line, she put some rice down on the floor and uncooked rice on the floor with some grits and mixed it in together and told her to, in her knees. Get down on your knees on them grits, okay? That's what you need to do. Get down on your knees, and the knees be fucked up. I seen that on The Secret Life of Bees, okay? Go ahead, look it up with Dakota Fanning and Janelle, not Alicia Keys and Queen Latifah, okay? Jennifer Hudson was up in there too. Anyway, I said, See, I wouldn't have sat down with her, but she looked like she just don't take no shit. And Victoria, like I said, that's the only person this whole season that we didn't see Victoria. She been this big bad bitch, whatever. But Mama has got Victoria shook. Mama sitting there like, girl, what? Okay, Victoria like, answer your grandmother. Answer your grandmother. Gail is the only one that ain't falling for the bullshit, okay? Gail is like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm in my feelings because a friend of mine's got killed, you know what I'm saying? And now, and it's so messed up because grandma know about it. Grandma knew about it. Grandma and granddaddy had the hit put out on Picky, you know what I'm saying? And so at this point, it was so funny to see how Victoria is just all straight back and everything, like, doing what mama said. Mama asked a question to the kids. You answer your grandmother now. Answer your grandmother. Say yes or no and all this stuff. I said, oh, okay. Now then Jason asked is sitting there next to the grandma. Grandma didn't even really look down to see what was going on, but grandma knew that Jason just ain't right, okay? That boy needs some fucking help, all right? Listen, Jason is sitting there next to the grandma with his pants unzipped. Grandma said, Jason, okay? That's the black verse. Jason, zip them things up, okay? Zip them up. He was like, I don't have them unzipped. Boy, if you don't zip your zipper, okay? Zip your zipper. He was like, all right, God dog. He was like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm a cat. Listen, Gail called her a pervert, called him a pervert. He called her a whore, basically a whore, yeah, a slut or whatever. They finna get into it. Next thing you know, Mama up there talking about some, Victoria went to this this school at the southern country of Spain or whatever, and maybe y'all need to go. Gail said, listen, I go, okay? I go. Anything, is good enough to go, then to go back to the white hell, okay? And she was like, the white what? The white hell. You heard what I said, okay? And Jason was like, nah, sis, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Okay. At this point, the dinner is just it's just a lot of chaos, and Mama is trying to keep up the front too because Mama been in this game, and I'm talking about Mama Dearest, the grandma. She been in this game for a minute. She said, listen, it's reporters and cameras and everybody around here watching, so you got to keep on smiling even if you in pain, even if you feeling sad or whatever, even if you don't want to, you got to keep up appearances, okay? Smile. And I was like, we're not about to do that, okay? Me and Gail was on the same page with that. We're not about to do that shit. I'm not about to fake this shit for y'all, okay? Fuck all that. But anyway, you know, um, they get through, and Mama Dearest, she suggests that they go to therapy, the kids. And then she suggests that Victoria go to therapy too. Victoria said, no, we ain't going to no therapy. And she was like, well, if you gonna handle this shit, I want to report on it, you know, and maybe I should extend my time here for a few days. Victoria said real quick, no, you don't need to do that. She was like, well, you're gonna report to me everything that's going on. That's what you're gonna do. And I said, I'm so glad somebody finally mentioned therapy, because everybody in that goddamn household needs some therapy. It don't make any sense how messed up they are. Start with Jason, okay? Girl, we get to the car when they getting on their way back home to the White House, and they Jason asking, why you act the way that you act with Mama Dearest and all that stuff, you know, and it was like, we all gotta act a certain way. You should be scared of her. Gail said, I ain't scared of her. She was like, yeah, you should be, bitch. And I was just like, oh, okay. You know, she was like, girl, you such a waste of light skin, okay? People see your ass and you get a whole bunch of privilege and stuff thrown to you or whatever. When they saw me, they couldn't accept my beautiful color. I said, listen, you saying that you don't need therapy? You need therapy, Victoria, for the colorism that you experienced throughout your life alone, okay? It's a lot to unpack there, and it keeps coming out and coming out and coming out, and that's part of the reason why she married that white man. That's part of the reason why she resent those kids, because they got privileges that she didn't get and wasn't afforded when she was younger, okay? Girl, I was just sitting there like, this don't make no sense. Meanwhile, over there at the White House, you know, they on their way back, and we just gonna get off of them and go right into Hunter. Now, the last time we seen Hunter, what's the whole name? Denise. Girl, I can't remember. Last time I remember, Denise was trying to fuck around with Yuma, okay? Get her caught up. I said, Yuma, don't touch that dirty fish. But, anyway, they up in the bed. Next thing you know, Hunter went to the bathroom to take a piss. He come back, her head and got chopped, cleared the fuck off. Who did it? I'm saying Cal did it. Cal acting like he didn't do it because of the way that he came up in there trying to clean stuff up. You know, at first, Hunter was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? I said, what's going on, Hunter? What's happening? You act like you own a little something. Come to find out, they was in there doing drugs and stuff. I said, not the drugs. She was like, she liked to do the ecstasy and everything. Then you look over there, it's dollar bills on the tray. Probably was $100 bill because, you know, they fancy or whatever. $100 bill on the tray with lines of coke and ecstasy just chopped up on there. I said, out in the open, wow, your wife is going to be home soon. You are the president. I don't put it past some of these political people because they be doing a whole bunch of stuff. The shit that I be watching on these people getting busted, yes, okay. I ain't gonna say who I was gonna say because, you know, he a black man, but, you know, crack is whack. Y'all know exactly who I was thinking of. But anyway, Marion Barry. But, you know, I said I wasn't gonna say it, but I threw it out there. Moving on from that. Cal come up in there, see what happened, and was like, oh my God, bitch, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Seeing Denise, her head all chopped up or whatever. Girl, he come back in there with a hamster, the big old hamster basket, and industrial laundry basket or whatever. Girl, he started throwing everything up in there. Threw her head in there, threw the body in there, take the sheet off the bed, threw it up in there. He trying to scrub the floor. I said, sir, how you gonna get all this blood and shit out? You know, what type of extinguishants and disinfectant and stuff that you using, cleaning supplies that you using, that's gonna get blood out like that? And I'm sitting here like, sir, go get some peroxide. That peroxide, let it bubble a little bit, it'll get it right out. Don't ask me how I know, just know that I know. Ladies, we know that, okay? We know that. But and if you didn't know, go ahead and get you some peroxide. If you're trying to get blood stains out of stuff, that'll help a little bit. It'll help pull that shit up a little bit. That's a tip for y'all. But anyway, I was like, what is going on? You're not gonna be able to get all that blood. When he poured that shit off that bed and all that blood soaked through the mattress, and he just casually flipped the mattress over like, bitch, I'ma smell it. Okay, it's on the carpet, it's on the rug, it's on the chair, it's on the pillows and all that stuff. Then he then somehow magically got everything cleaned up and fixed and got Hunter up in the freaking shower. He so out of it, he went in the shower and washed half his body and still got blood on his arms and on the side of him where the blood is at. And then Finally, they get him outside, and he told him to stay on the phone with me, make like you laughing or whatever. We talking about a baseball game, okay? And walk down the aisle or whatever, because they watching. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, Max is in the control room. Max still a little bit salty. Max in his feelings or whatever, because Cal took his job. So to play back in Cal, because they finna shut things down for a few minutes or whatever, so nobody can get through. He told Priscilla to come down there and to go open up the elevator in the basement, because Cal needed that elevator, and he knew he needed that elevator because he was up to something. Okay, that's his way to get out without people seeing him and seeing what was going on. Mind you, Priscilla came in there talking to Max to see if everything okay and see how he doing, and talking about her little party that all the staff is invited to. He said, just keep me away from Cal ass or whatever. I ain't got time to deal with him. She was like, fine. Cal she told him, I sent Jean down there with the basement or whatever. I said, don't do that, because Jean is just like, girl, Jean ain't even a main character, but it's so much stuff that already did happen to Jean. Jean has been assaulted visually, you know what I'm saying, sexually harassed and everything. And I'm just like, y'all been all up in her house, in her car, or whatever. She just can't come to work and have a normal day of work. She really can't. Okay. Mind you, Cal is in the elevator. He can't get the elevator to start working or whatever. And he up there trying to page Max. Max said, I don't know what's going on. I shut everything down because, it's supposed to be a blackout period for this time to this time. And that's what I'm doing. And whoop, whoop, whoop. Girl, when the door finally opened, Jean is on the outside. She comes in. She was like, I can take this. And he was like, no, you can't. She said, is that blood? Is that blood? Matthew Max threw, I guess to make it seem like it was to blend the blood stains that he couldn't get up. He made it seem like it was wine, because he threw wine on top of it. I said that was kind of smart, but whatever. Girl, Jean said, I'll take this hamper. He said, no, you're not. She said, is that blood? And he was like, no, it ain't blood. She moved the curtain, the sheet, and saw Denise's head up in there, and she was like, oh my God. I said, bitch, I would have just turned the fuck around. Okay. Cal hemmed her up and said, shut the fuck up, bitch. I said, oh my goodness. I'm scared now, because I don't know what Cal gonna do to little Jean. Jean is innocent. Jean is innocent. Like, stop messing with Jean. Like, she just been through a lot. She just want to come and work and provide for herself. That's it. She ain't asked for all of this drama. Okay, shit. Damn. You know what I'm saying? It's the guy that play Cal. Was he the one that was on the bartender? If How to Get Away with Murder, not How to Get Away with Murder. If Loving You Was Wrong, but with a beard. I gotta get a picture of him, and I gotta get a picture. I gotta look it up, because I'm like, one clean shaven, because he looked familiar. Oh, I figured it out. It's gonna be on my head until I figure it out. But anyway, moving on from that, Sam at this point in time, because he had everything, he done left because he got called down to the police station by Nancy. Well, no, a nosy neighbor. Okay, the nosy neighbor. What happened was, the episode starts off with Barry getting arrested. That's how it ended with that storyline. Barry got his hands up and all this stuff. They done found this bloody knife on him. And truth be told, I'm not really here for innocent black folks getting arrested or whatever. But in this instant, Barry needed to be arrested. And I'm going to tell you why. Barry, you needed to be arrested for the fact that you found a bloody knife. You found a bloody knife. And not only did you find it, you picked it up and you put it in your pocket. And you was walking around with it. They done already said your baby mama got stabbed up, and they looking for the knife that was missing. They said that she was stabbed up by a big ass knife, and you gonna put it up in your goddamn pocket. Who does that? If I come across anything bloody, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna touch it, let alone pick it up and put it in my pocket and walk around with it. Hell no. Okay, what Ashley's gonna do is keep on minding her business and go along about her day. Okay, and I might call the cops and say, listen, there's a bloody. No, I probably won't, because then they'll probably put that shit on me. I don't trust it. I just keep on going. It just ain't. I'm sorry. That's how I just don't distrust the cops these days. I don't trust them like that. Okay, you ain't finna get me caught up. I said Barry, and then you found it in a box full of money. Sir, what is going on? So then, the cops get a call in saying that their address that they needed the cops or whatever. They was like, we here. They was like, what did y'all call us for if we're here for something else? And it was like, this girl, she committed suicide in our house. It was like, do you know her? No, we don't. So you just let a random person come in your house and shoot themselves or whatever. It was like, no, she was with this cult that came in and stole my grandbaby or whatever, and all that stuff. So you was angry at her. Bitch, at that point in time, Richard said, Nancy, shh. He told Barry, you shut your ass up. You sit in the backseat of that car. You do what you got to do, but you better shut your mouth up until you get a lawyer. And Nancy, I see where they going. I see what they doing. They trying to pin this stuff on us. And I'm not finna do that shit. We finna shut the fuck up until we get lawyers too. Okay? Shh. Okay? They wind up arresting them and taking them down to the thing. The lady cop went up in there and saw that the girl was laying on the floor and gonna say homicide. I said, ma'am, do you see the trajectory of the blood? Look, I look at too much SUV. I look at too much cop shows and stuff like that to know. Okay, I'm up here taking all the terminology and everything. Do you look at the trajectory of the blood splatter? Okay, it's upward motion. And do you see where the gun is, pointing in her hand? Do you see how it backfired and it just moved over here? So that means that it's in close proximity to the body, which means that it fell out of her hand because it was in her hand, which concludes to me that it was a suicide. And if we take this to the lab and we get the gunpowder analysis and we're going to find it on her fingers and on her body, we're going to know that it was a suicide. Yes, okay. I said, why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing this? Miss Jody, the nosy neighbor, she come over there and she was like, what's going on? What's going on? Because they done brought the detective out there. They done put them in the car. And he was like, what y'all doing? Okay. Do they ever look like they some bad people? No, they the nicest people ever. They ain't never in no shit. They God-fearing people and all this and woo woo woo. And who is that lady that you bringing out? What is this? It was like, do you ever think that they got some problems? They'll kill somebody, want to kill somebody? Them. Please. Jody was offended when they asked him to ask her that question. Girl, Jody got on the phone and called Sam and said, listen, you need to come down here and see what's going on. They done took Nancy and Richard down to the police station along with Barry trying to say that they done killed somebody and they really didn't. Because I know they did. God told me that they did. Okay? So Sam goes down there to the police station and come to find out he knows the detective. And Nancy was up in there talking to the detective. First she said, listen, I ain't finna say nothing without a lawyer. Then she started giving information talking about Ruth and brought her ass up in here and old girl came in here with Ruth is kidnapped my daughter, my granddaughter and all this stuff. So you was pissed off at her. I mean, I was a little mad, but that wasn't mad enough for her to kill the girl or whatever. She did this stuff herself. She was in some. I said, Nancy, shut up. I'm sitting here like, Nancy, shh, okay, you said you ain't saying nothing without your lawyer, okay, you saying a whole lot without saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? And so, the detective goes out there to meet Sam and, he vouches for them and he say, let Barry out too, because if I can get a confession out of Barry, you'll have him or whatever. And he said, okay, you got 24 hours to do that or whatever. Plus, they actually got Barry too on his charge of, beating up Kareem in the his little drugstore or whatever. Okay, and kind of find out the detective and Sam are friends. And he had a favor that he needed to call in, so that's what he was doing. And he was like, okay, cool. He let Nancy and them go, and they was finna go in there and get Barry. And, the detective also said, because they found the money too, they said they found money in there in his room, and they also found a car that had a bullet hole in there that was the same make and model of the car that they was looking for, who was involved in the shooting that killed that deacon. And so at this point, Richard confessed to Sam that Barry did had a gun. We didn't know that it had shot somebody and that they died or whatever. And Sam was like, okay, so listen, what we gonna do is we gonna put this on Picky, okay? And Picky dead. I just want you to know Picky dead. He was living that life. We don't need another good brother to go down for something that they didn't really do or whatever. And woo woo woo. I said, oh, how convenient. You got somebody to put this on. The child, I ain't like the way they did that so slyly, Sam. I was just like, I mean, I know he was in the game and stuff, whatever, that life, whatever, but he ain't deserve to die, and y'all just automatically using him as a scapegoat. I just didn't like that. That didn't sit well with my spirit. Girl, the last thing that was happening on this episode that I really want to get into. Let me get a drink of water. Miss Lily, Miss Lily, Lily, girl. I don't know what you're gonna do. You got yourself in a predicament that you can't get yourself out of, and I feel bad for you. Lily was still up in the car with Bobby, okay? Chocolate Bobby, all right? And Bobby eyebrows, I do want to touch them. I do want to touch them. I just want to rub them to see if they real, like if they'll, wipe off or whatever. But I want to smooth them down like this, and I want to take a brush and I just want to go like that too. Like I'll brush your eyebrows for you. You know what I'm saying? But he was up in the car and he was like, she was asking, so this was all a setup. This was all a setup. What is this a setup for? Girl, Bobby then gave her an envelope. She opened up the envelope. Bitch. Pictures, 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 pictures. Cal and Donald, Cal and Donald, Cal bucket ass naked, Donald in his goddamn boxer briefs or whatever. They all up in the face and everything. They doing whatever they doing. They too intimate, too close. I said, Lily, Lily, you mean to tell me that you ain't had no inclination that your man was gay? I ain't even gonna say gay, bisexual, that he like a sausage on the side too. Okay, girl, how long has it been since he gave you some? You said it's been a drought, okay? You said it's been a drought. You know what I'm saying? She said, maybe that's why when this whole thing happened at the airport, I should have known something, how I took to you so fast or whatever, because it's been a long time since I've been touched, since I had sex. I said, oh, girl, we can all relate to that. Quarantine came in and fucked the game up, bitch. But at this point, Bobby said, I know. Because as soon as you jumped on me, I ain't never had somebody hold on me and clutch on me so tight the way that you did. I said, damn. Bobby was about to get some right there in that car. If she wasn't so distressed, if she should have been a little bit more distressed, Bobby should have knocked one out again. Okay, Lily, I was thinking like, Lily, you might as well let Bobby be your boyfriend. Because, your husband got a boyfriend. Ain't no reason why you can't have one on the side now. And given the situation that's going on now, you shouldn't even feel guilty about what was happening. Girl, they set him up. And she was like, so what is all this? Baby, it's the powers that be setting all this stuff up and saying that they got to do this and woo, woo, woo. And you need to watch out for Cal ass. So Lily go up there to the White House because she already had an appointment to see the president, not the president, but Victoria, the first lady. She go over there to see Donald. Donald, she come in and she was like, so, what's going on? And at first I'm thinking she about to bust him with the pictures because I see the folder. And I was like, oh, you finna do it right on? I'll say yes. But she asked him something about something else. And he was like, oh, yeah, this is something, something, woo, woo, woo. And next thing you know, she go over there. She was like, how's your day been? How you doing? I said, Lily, it ain't gonna work. Now, gay men like titties and ass and stuff like that. They just don't want to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to fuck them. And I ain't saying he gay or bisexual, but, he just ain't into it. Girl, it's been months, okay? It's been a while since you had some. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since he won't even look at you. He won't even look at me to say, like, am I ugly? What is it about me, Dad? He won't even, like, I just want to be touched. I am a woman and I just want to be touched. That's Lily. That's all Lily feeling at this moment. Like, now that's the reason why I know that I'm not being touched. Bitch, you can't even put your finger in there and just play with it a little bit and make it seem like you interested. You've been using me as a goddamn beard. I said, yes. That's basically it. She go over there trying to seduce him, putting her leg up. I said, Lily, you know what I'm saying? If you know what? If it don't work out, get you another nigga, get you a bitch on the side too. Hell, it could work out any type of way. At this point, you're free game. Go ahead and you go have some fun. Cause he having all the fun and you can't even get none. That ain't fair. He wouldn't even take it. Bitch, let me tell you something. If that would have been me and you put that leg up right there, bam, I would have said, oh, that's what we doing? Drop him. Get up on that desk right there. No, I would have just picked you up. I know what you're doing. Okay, I know what you're doing. I know the game, bitch. You ain't got to play no game like that for me to get the hint. Donald, on the other hand, he like, what you doing? We're at work. I said, let's have sex at work. God damn, what's going on, Donald? You wasn't enticed, cause that ain't his ministry. That ain't his ministry. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. And Liddy was pissed off, and she was like, "Is it because you was like, what was going on with you? Have you cheated on me?" She said, "No, bitch. Have you cheated on me?" Did you sleep with Bobby? Because she was like, I met that dude up in the airport and he was strange or whatever. She was like, did you sleep with him? I was like, did you sleep with him? I said, oh, Donna wasn't ready for that question. Did you sleep with him? Because I wasn't either. She was like, what are you talking about? It was like, oh, is it just Kyle? How long you been having an affair with Kyle? And she was like, he said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? She said, I'm talking about this. You just using me so you can get in with the good old boy. She started throwing all them pictures. I said, yes, bitch. Bust him out. Okay, what you gotta say? Donna was standing there like this. Well, see, what had happened was, and you know what that reminded me of? That scene in Four Color Girls when Janet Jackson and Mari Hardrick were sitting on the beds, opposite bed, and she found out that she had HIV, and she was like, so you out here bending people over, getting bent over, and he was like, who said I'm getting bent over? Oh, so you out here doing the bending. Bitch, that scene, for some reason, it gets me every time. It's funny, but it's not supposed to be. But it is, okay? Because it was a serious thing, but when she did all that, she was like, listen, bitch, I want a divorce. And he said, no, you can't do that. Okay? It's people that put me up here. They said I just had to, get this position. In order to get this position, I needed to be married, okay? And so basically they're not gonna let you leave. And I was like, who is running the show? Now I know Victoria's parents got something to do with it, but they also in debt to other people. They also got other people along too. And I'm like, who else is running this show? Because who are these other people that got them doing all this shit? This just trickling down, and it's just so many intricate facets that's going on. And now I'm intrigued. Like, who the fuck is really running this show? She can't even get a divorce from this man. Okay, I said, listen, Lily, you may not be able to divorce him, but Bobby is right there. He know your phone number. He know your address. Y'all got burner phones and everything. Link up, bitch. That's what you need to do, okay? Keep it on the low and link up, because that's what Cal was doing. That's what Cal and Donna was doing. He was like, I met you, and then, I broke it off with Cal, and then I met you and I chose you. I said, you chose her. You chose her so that you can get up into this position. How the fuck long y'all been married? That's what I want to know. If y'all been married a couple of years and for 6 months or so he ain't been touching you, girl, I would have been fucked around. I'm sorry. Lily, I ain't even mad at you no more. Because, bitch, I would have been fucked around. Shit. We ain't going to therapy or nothing, and you ain't giving me nothing. Bitch, at least you could do is give me head or whatever, but you ain't going to do the girl now. That's why she fucked that man up in that bathroom like that. In that nasty airport bathroom. Girl, you better go get yourself tested. Anyway, that was it was a good episode. You guys tell me how you feel. I'm looking forward to next week. Girl, I can't wait till Barry bust Sharon and Kareem. Okay, I want him to run their asses over. Sharon, you ain't shit. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.